today. We're going to be starting off with our first main topic, which is like, why did we start this podcast? What are our goals? What can you expect from this podcast? And honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right here, right now, the reason I started this podcast is because of Twitter. Twitter is the reason that I started this podcast. You know, I've had the privilege of building such a great platform on Twitter. But if there's one thing I've learned is that Twitter is the most toxic social media platform out there. It is a hellhole of just so much negativity. And
it's dirty out there. It's dirty.
You know, people just take stuff so out of context that, you know, it's so crazy. Like, Twitter is so sensitive. It's a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. So Twitter, honestly, and like from I guess so many people are just like going crazy over tweets of mine that are kind of just like harmless takes, but then I can see where they get taken super out of context and then people run off with their own narrative. That kind of, I guess, sparked the idea within myself to say like, damn, I should probably start like a podcast where we could actually like talk about these ideas and flesh them out more than just, 180 characters, which is like the maximum amount of characters you can have on a tweet. So
for sure.
Yeah, honestly, such a negative environment breeds something good. Shout out Twitter.
We live in a world where you could tweet something like, man, I freaking love grilled cheeses. And then some guy would message you and be like, oh, so you don't like hot dogs? You don't like bologna sandwiches? So it's like everybody, when we live in a world where everybody's got their own opinion, Matt, everybody can say what they want to say. Everybody can be hurt and offended. You know, it's a lot of people can get reached to that. A lot of people's got their voice. And Twitter's like, someone could say something that's like a hot take and it'll go to everyone, even if they have no followers.
No, yeah, for sure. It's like for rational human beings. And I still fully expect for people to clip stuff on this podcast and put it up and, just take it in their own direction. But yeah, I want this to be a very immersive experience. Back in high school, I remember before I was ever on social media, every single time it was lunch in school, I remember me and my boys would just like huddle around the lunch table, and that would be our time to like talk about freaking theories, about movies, about sports, about everything. And I want to recreate that conversation, that environment with something like this. And that's honestly what I'm feeling right now. I feel so good right now. I feel so good.